I don't know when it started. The delay on the screen I'm looking at on the actual on the streaming thing is terrible. Anyway, I'll look at my face on OBS because that'll be a lot better. Let me pop chat out so that that can be a thing if that's ever a thing. The thumbnail now is actually the default thumbnail, which is a dumb looking one, which is the one. No, I don't want to say it's dumb looking. It's not dumb looking. Who said that? I didn't say that. How do I don't want to look at this preview right now. Okay. I wanted to disable that preview because it could have been using my. Anywho, so this is the stream now. We're doing this. I have no idea what the audio sounds like. I have absolutely no idea. I did something absolutely crazy. I took my little USB webcam thing, and this is not permanent video setup. When I find a program that I like music-wise, then this will be a lot smaller anyway, so it doesn't really matter that it's a little bit lower. I think it's only like 720, so it's not even. It's actually a pretty decent webcam. It's not like the worst, but it's not the best either. It's just a webcam. What I did though is I taped it to the mic stand, so I can sort of move it around and do whatever I want with it. The piano is over here. So whenever I'm actually playing piano, the camera is to the left of me. But that's like whatever, I guess. And there's my bed back there with some shit on it. But let's knock this out. This is a MIDI piano though. It's got USB and all. It's plugged in. I haven't messed around with it long enough. It was getting late. I spent most of the day upstairs watching Grandpa and did a bit of laundry and a handful of other things. And then I took like 2 hours setting up my desk and computer a bit more, downloading OBS, putting this piano here. The piano, it sat too tall for a while because it was just like that. The stand was already at its lowest setting, but it was still too tall for me because my chair sits super low in order for me to get the armrests under the desk because the desk also sits kind of low. So what I had to do was take the stand and like open it wider and attach it together with bungee cords. So now the piano sort of bounces a little bit. Which is great, which is fun. Anyway. Wait. I have to look all the way to the left if I want to check comments, which is annoying. I should put the comments right in front of me. This angle I feel like is strange for video, but I don't care that much really. Eventually, yeah, I should put my tablet in front of me so that I can look at comments quicker while I'm playing piano. But like, yeah, I have no idea what my face looks like when I'm doing this because I can't look at the camera at the same time unless I put it on my phone. I could put, yeah, I think I should be able to read it from my phone. I'll just mute the thing and see what happens there. Okay. That's about what I was expecting. Yeah, it's just my head. And there's shit over there. That's not permanent. I should put the pillow over there, the body pillow, because it's currently... There you go, now you can see it. You just can't always see it while I'm playing piano. I mean, if I play like this, you can kind of see it. There's no real reason to do that, though. Anyway, I'm going to put that like that so I can see comments if they happen, which they haven't, so whatever. Yeah, this might start being a more later thing. Probably. Yeah, I think it makes more sense to do these later in the day because I'll have more to talk about, because I can just talk about what happened in the day instead of like what's going to happen or what happened yesterday or whatever, that kind of thing. If I end up doing something where I'm talking more, but I want to be focusing more on the piano. The cat's down there. The camera's not perfect to show off the cat at all, but I do kind of like this sort of side face thing. I don't know why. Maybe a little bit more face in there though. It always takes a second. Well, not. Oh yeah, it takes the. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna put more stuff there at some point. I gotta find hooks and put the fucking... Maybe I shouldn't do that. That's a little racy if I do that. I have a picture... I have a wall scroll with Asuna and Lisbeth in underwear. I may have shown it at some point or whatever. I'm thinking of putting that right there. But I might find a different poster. Or just sit up the body pillow so it's always right there. Anyway. What the fuck is the name of this stream? Oh, it's still Life is Different. Okay. Let me change that. Day... What? Yesterday was 8, right? So day 9? I think? Yesterday was 8? Was yesterday 8? Yeah, day 9. Support the stream. Category, gaming. Music. There we go. Wow. Piano stream, day 9. I'm pretty sure we're on day 9. It says 1 watching now. At some point we had 2, so somebody was actually here. I think the 1 watching is still just me. Yeah. Anywho, audio should sound fine, I think. Just looking at the waveform, it looks about right. Not the waveform, I don't know what the fuck to call it. There's not much I can do with this. I just like the sound of it. When I get the programs or whatever set up, when I find there's one that I got, I thought it was like free, and then it popped up and was like, this is the demo, and I was like, well, I mean, what does that mean? Does it mean it's shit? I don't know, whatever. But I'll try to find some free program or some just decent program or whatever, figure out how that works, and then get the audio running through that so that it's like completely crisp straight off the fucking piano into the computer, into OBS, instead of through the mic. But I didn't want to fuck with that tonight because I was doing shit already for like 2 hours, and I was like, alright, let's stream before I get too tired, before it gets too late, and because I don't want to spend a bunch of time trying to learn a new program and just fucking it up. Well, I could be jamming out on the piano. Don't do that. Okay. Cat. Oh no, the bar's in the way. That's a little annoying. Cat. Now he's gonna get off the lap. Anyway. No, now he's gonna get in the way on the... Okay, he's gone. Okay. I don't know. And tomorrow, or at some point, maybe not tomorrow, but I do want to also find a manual for this keyboard, like I keep saying, and figure out what all these fucking buttons do. I sort of learned how to sample, or not sample, but record a play. I messed with the record button. I did a little ditty, and I played it back, but I've no idea how to play it back. And now I played it back immediately because it was the thing saved, and I have no idea what it saved under. Like, no idea at all. So I got to figure out how to do that, and I got to figure out how to sample sounds, and whether that's a like a specific thing, like if it takes one sound and then it pitches it to everything, or if it takes one sound and it puts it on one note, which is probably the second thing. The first thing is what Chris Kogos does, and I think he does that through MIDI Magic, and I could totally also do that through MIDI Magic with the right program, but I really have never messed with that, any of that at all. So I don't know. Yeah, I wanted to... Oh, okay, cool. I wasn't sure when or how I would be able to see how long it's been going, but I do have a thing that shows me how long it's been going. Anyway, this camera totally works better if I'm just looking at the angle looks better if I'm looking at the computer, which I would be for whenever I end up, if I ever end up doing like a video game thing or whatever, or if I'm working on the software that I'm working on. It's weird that it's looking down at me. I'm better than you. No. It's not that. Yeah, it's not that severe anyway. I normally like to have the camera under eye level so that I can look down at the camera instead of looking up. But it's not really that big of a deal. And when I bring the it's all attached to the fucking, it's like having a fucking, a dolly track, because it's attached to the drawer that has the keyboard. So if I'm sitting farther back and I bring the keyboard closer, it also brings the camera closer. Or if I need to move the mic, it moves the camera. But like, whatever. So I mean, I'm on OBS right now. I could do literally anything. If I start doing these, I did title this piano stream, so I think this should be a piano stream. So maybe I won't just fuck around with whatever. I think I'm gonna leave the camera where it's at, and go back to playing piano. I have to. Oh, alright. This fucking piano's all over the place. This fucking camera's all over the place. Let me move that back. Okay. I can't use the normally I have my legs crossed on my chair and then I use the desk to move myself around. I can't do that with the piano because the stand is like two metal poles basically, just crisscrossed. And I guess that what I was saying before about the stand is they would be like this with a point about here, but it was too tall like that, so it's down lower here. It's more like this anyway. Except now there's two bungee cords stringed across the top of it, holding it together. So if I push down on the piano, it goes down. Anyway, I can also point at the piano anytime I need to. I can also point at the piano anytime I need to, but that gets the mic farther away. But I could also just pick up the mic if I wanted to point the camera at something specific without having to worry about where the mic is. But like, yeah, well, I don't have super good range of motion, but it's decent. We can look outside, look at the cat roaming around. You can barely see her. That's one of the cats. That's Tiger. Boog is just barely out of view for you guys. Oh, there she is. There's Tiger. There's Tiger. Anyway, yeah, I do actually like this camera being here. There's a minute adjustment on the camera itself. I did that earlier. I pointed it down at the stand. There's a little bit of adjustment that I can do with the camera. I can't swivel the camera because of the way it's taped down, and just the way it's built. Anyway, I am a gosh dang idiot because I was downloading Steam games. I was downloading Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain the whole time I was streaming, which can't be great for bandwidth. I meant to pause it, but then I forgot because I was messing around with so much other shit. But let me slot this back in there. But yeah, so that can't have been great for the bandwidth. If it gets significantly better from here on out, then that's the reason why. And if it's whatever it is from here on out is more typical of what it'll be like, because there's not a game stealing the bandwidth, a game download stealing the bandwidth. Points to anyone who remembers what that's called. The points don't do anything yet. I did used to have a point system, not on YouTube though. I don't. Maybe I won't talk about that. No, I don't. It's not like a bad thing. But I'm gonna change where this. Ooh, there's always if I'm. The mic cord does get a little annoying. It gets in the way of my left hand every now and then, unless I like adjust it and shit. I don't want it to be like too close, you know, because this is weird. This is a bit too personal. But it sort of has to be sometimes. What doesn't always? Yeah, I like this. I like this. More typically, maybe you see something like this. But this is fine too. Just not too close. And I also like that the camera isn't super good because you don't get like all the blemishes or whatever on my gross fucking face. But being in this house means I don't have an excuse to wear a jacket all the time. Means I need to make sure I'm not wearing the same shirt 10 days in a row for these videos. Which I mean totally can happen. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes it's just fucking, I don't even think about it and I just don't even care that much. But like, yeah, I have to be cleaner now if I'm going to be consistently putting myself on camera all the time. I do actually kind of like this camera placement that I get to do this thing where I look at you over the glasses. This sort of like angle setup is more like an aside than an actual like this is best for an aside. For like if you're talking and you have your main focus here and then you're like by here I mean like in front of me, straight on would be the main topic. And then if you had an aside or a side comment, it's called an aside in theater, but I do it often. whenever you have something to say that's sort of like separate from the story that adds to it or what have you, it's an aside. But this angle works great for that because you just tilt your head and you're woo. That's anyway. I don't remember how Song of Storms goes. Might look it up later. Why does that sound weird to me now? It's all the right notes, it just sounds different because I'm used to playing it an octave higher, I guess. What's the other one? More points to somebody who remember the name of that song. Now I can't see how long the fucking thing's been going. 25 minutes. That's about standard. Yeah. Anyway, mic should sound good, I think. Changes for tomorrow. Gonna be hopefully having a piano set up then. And like I said, the camera isn't the best, but it'll be about this small, or like somewhere or whatever. It'll be different. It won't be the main focus as much, or it won't even be there. It might, I mean, if I'm not feeling too pretty, which like I probably, I don't know. Anyway, that's enough for today. And yeah, I am generally going to be doing these. Oh, I left my flashlight on down. I left my flashlight on under the desk because I was down under the desk plugging things in, and I left my flashlight on. I left my flashlight there, and I left it on. It's not supposed to be under the desk, and it's not supposed to be on. But anyway, what the fuck was I saying? Yeah. See you tomorrow.